Are you someone that is looking to get into busking but is not sure how to get started or where to begin? Check out these 5 top tips and hopefully this will help you on your quest to become a star busker. Number 1. Pack as though you're going camping. I literally mean that. You need to think about what you want to take with you, not just in terms of the essentials for your busking, such as your instruments, spare cables, cases, amplifier, and all of that good stuff, but I'm talking about all the other things that are really, really important, such as water, some snacks to keep you going, hand sanitizer to keep yourself safe whilst you're out there, perhaps change of clothing. Sometimes when you're out it might get very cold all of a sudden. You might need to put a jumper on or a sweat top. As I said before, make sure that you've got spares of everything. So if you're a guitarist, make sure you've got spare strings, spare plectrum. If you are a singer, make sure that you've got plenty of cables in case there's any malfunctions with anything that happens. It's always best to be ultra prepared. So like I said, as if you were going camping, make sure you've got everything except for the kitchen sink, and you should be good to go for any foreseeable incident that might happen where you need to suddenly move location or change clothing. 2. Make sure that you engage with your audience. Now, a lot of buskers do this already, but what I've noticed quite a lot is that obviously if you're a singer and someone gives you some money, it can be obviously hard to thank them because you're in midway through a song. But I think it's really important to make sure that you maintain eye contact, give a smile, wave, or just anything that acknowledges the person that has given you the money. And similarly, if you're an instrumentalist, then make sure that you talk to those that go by. If someone puts money in, then say thank you, wish them a good day. I think the public really like to be acknowledged when they have given some money or given a donation. So I think it's very important as a busker that you really engage with your audience, and it makes them feel validated as well. And I think that's a really important connection that we have with our public. 3. Don't worry too much about if it's a cloudy day or if it's a quiet day. I've had really interesting experiences where I've busked on a very busy day, busy sunny days, and it hasn't been as lucrative as I expected. I've sort of gone out gung-ho thinking, oh, look how busy it is, there's going to be lots of people on the streets, it's going to be great, and then actually it hasn't turned out how I expected. And conversely, I've had days where it's been really quiet and it's been a bit cloudy and miserable, and I've sort of sat there setting up thinking, oh, I wish I hadn't bothered. But then actually, as the session has gone on, I've noticed that people are more responsive. Generally, if the weather is not so good, I find that people feel that the music lifts their spirits, makes them feel happier, and it makes them more generous. Now, I'm only talking from my own experience, obviously, but I have found a lot of people have said to me, oh, that I really needed to hear that today. It's a bit miserable today, isn't it? Oh, it's lovely to hear some music. So don't be too disheartened if it's quiet. And I think go with an open mind that regardless of how busy it is, it's about that moment and that connection you have with the public that makes the difference. 4. I started off busking with a set list, and I would put a list of pieces together that I wanted to play, roughly in an order that I wanted to play them. And I soon abandoned this because I realised that when you go out busking, you have to read the room, if you like. And sometimes your set list just won't correlate with what's going on out in the street. So, you might find that your songs that are very quiet, chilled out and mellow just don't work so well because the street is busy, there's lots going on, there's high energy in the place that you're busking. And so you'll want to maybe turn to your more up-tempo tracks to complement what's happening on the street. Most importantly, look at who's actually walking up and down the street. Are you getting lots of younger people, maybe teenagers? Are you getting more of the older folk? And tweak the songs that you play that you feel are going to really be inspiring to those people. So for instance, Dance Monkey is a really popular song that I play a lot, and whenever I see young children sort of heading up towards me, I will immediately skip to that song because I know that they really enjoy it, and it usually provides a really good atmosphere for the children. Also, sometimes I'll see sort of elderly folk coming up and I'll play What a Wonderful World, or something that they might find really nice and respond well to. All I'm saying is don't rely heavily on a set list. Go with the flow, read the room, and you'll get a much better experience and more responsive crowd. 5. Finally, I would say it is a good idea to build up a rapport with local businesses. So if you're planning to busk somewhere, it may be worth going the day before and just going around to the local shops that are near where you're planning to set up, and then just poke your head in, say hello to the staff, introduce yourself, tell them what you're going to do, and just get a vibe from them as to whether you feel it's going to inconvenience them or whether they're quite up for it. And light-hearted, ask them if they've got any requests, because at the end of the day you're going to be outside their business, and just keep it nice and light. And I think if you can build up a rapport with your local businesses, they're going to be more supportive of you, and word spreads as well. I think if your name is known throughout the local area and in a positive way, it's going to give you a lot more opportunities in the future. So I hope you found these 5 tips useful. And the most important thing is to just get out there, do your best, be prepared, and enjoy yourself. And I think if you can do all of those things, you'll have a great experience busking. Anyway, in the comments, let me know if this was useful to you. And if you're new to busking, let me know how you got on. Did these tips help? Or did you find that there were other tips that you would like to share? Please do comment, because I will read all your comments. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care. Make sure to like and subscribe. Take care.